Code Afric. Unlock the future.
Hello and welcome back. We are looking at how to install Git. Okay, so depending on your operating system, you can go through what I have here. All right, what I've recommended here, and you are good to go. All right, open your browser and just search for git-scm.com. It will bring you to this official website and the landing page of Git. Okay, so from here, if you're a Mac user, you can install it right from here. You can download it. You click on this one and it will download. If you are a Windows user, okay, so you just have to follow this proceeding. Okay, now you click on it to download. It is downloading. You can see that it is downloading. Okay, wait for it to download. Yes, it is done downloading. Then after that, you click on it to launch. You run it, install. The installation is a wizard. Okay, it's a simple process. Just follow it. Okay, the quick launch and the desktop, and you go to next. From here, I think everything is cool. Next, and next. Then you install. Okay, the installation is just like I said, it is very quick. Okay, now you can launch it. Okay, click on the launch with Git Bash. You can use your command prompts or you can use the Git Bash. They all work the same. Okay, so to see if it has been truly installed, you click on Git version. Okay, Git dash version. It will tell you the version that you are on right now. Okay, all right. So that is that for the Windows users. Now for the Mac users, you can also click on this one and download it. Then you do likewise. And for the Mac users, the simplest means of doing that is you open your terminal window. Now inside your terminal window, you can type git install. Then you hit enter. If Git is not installed, it is going to tell you to install. You just have to press Y, then you hit enter, and Git is going to install automatically. And you just have to wait for it to finish installing, and you are good to go. Okay. So now that we have Git installed, we can also do like Windows on the Mac too. You can also do the same, git dash version, to see the version of Git that you are using. Okay, you can also use this command, git help config. Okay, so if you use this command, you can learn more about Git from here. There's some of the commands that you have to know. Please, if you're a beginner, don't worry about this. Okay, don't worry about these commands. Okay, like I said, the simplest one that I show you, that's what we are going to use, because that's what is most important. Don't be scared with all this weird thing that you are seeing on the screen. All right, so now that we have our Git installed successfully, let's start set our project structure, and let's start commands, and let's start practice Git. Okay, yes. Now you come to your desktop, create a folder, name it anyhow you want, but I prefer to call my Git project. Okay, so this is my project folder, and as we all know, you need a test editor, which I have been using, Sublime Test. You can use any test editor of your choice. So now let's start create some folder structures and some files. So inside my Git project, let me create some HTML file. So index.html. Let me create another file called style sheet. Save it. Stylesheet.css. Save it. Now inside the index.html, let's put in some basic templates. The title would be my first Git project. Okay, now my first Git project, at least let's give it some h1. Okay, that's it. This is our heading. At least I think Lauren Sum will do. Okay, I think we have to put it in a paragraph. Close it. Now inside our, let's link it. Mind you, all what you are doing here, please, it is not necessary. Okay, we don't have to do all this, but for I want us to see that everything is working perfectly. That is why I'm going through all this. We don't have, if you have existing projects, you can bring it on board so that you can do it. All right. Let me call the H1 and let's give it a color of orange. Now let me save and open in a browser. I didn't save. Now open a browser and refresh. Okay, so we can see that our project is working. It doesn't necessarily have to work before you can practice your Git that you but I want us to have a perfect understanding of what we are doing. Now let's go ahead and practice some Git. Start with, I'll open my terminal and you can cd in to your Git project, okay, which you can equally do that, but I want to keep it as simple as possible, so I'll just drag and drop it, but you have to type in cd before you drop the folder, okay, then you hit enter. When you see your folder name here, it means that you are on a good point, okay. So this is Git project, okay, so and this is Git project, so I'm at the server side, okay. So you can do likewise, or you can cd to the directly and then you locate your desktop, and that one also works perfectly. So now from here, let's start practice some Git. And before anything, remember the first Git command that we need to initialize is what is called the Git init. So Git init, you hit enter. All right, so Git init. Now Git init, now it has been keeping track of our project. So let us check if Git has really keeping track of our project. So the next command is Git status. So Git status, you can see that index.html and stylesheet.css is here, but they are red, okay. So they are red means that we've not added this, okay, and it has not been committed also, okay. So the next command to use is Git Add. You can do Git Add, then let's say index.html. So we are adding index.html, okay, that is what it means. So we hit enter. Then let's do Git status and see if index.html has been added. So Git status. So you can see from here that now you can see from here index.html is now green, okay, it's in the green mode now, and style sheet is in the red mode, which means style sheet has not been added. You can see it from here. So this one has been added, but what about this one? It's not been added. So you can see that it is untracked, okay. This is an untracked file. So how do you add that one? So you do Git add, then you specify stylesheet.css, then you hit enter. Let's do Git status again and check status. We can see that they have all been added successfully, okay. So now if you come back to our Sublime test index.html, let's say we made some changes. Let's say we add h2. Now we save it, okay. Let's say in our stylesheet.css, let's say that one too, we gave that one to a color of blue. That one too is saved. Now let's come back to our terminal and do Git status, okay. Git status. You can see what it's trying to mean is that we have added some changes here that we have not added. Okay, we have applied some changes here, but those changes have not been applied here. We've not committed that changes. We've not tracked that changes. So that is why it is giving us that. You can see that it started with what's modified. We have modified index.html and we've not committed it. Okay, now let me show you another command. You can add all your files, okay, at a go, without, maybe for instance this one we added index.html, then we come back to add the stylesheet.css. Let's say you are working on a real life project that you have about 500 files at a go, 50, 100, 500. Are you going to add them one by one? No, you cannot do that, okay. Even if you can do it, it will take a lot of time. So what we can do is to use the next git command. It's very simple. You can do git add, then you do dot. Okay, git add dot. At first we were using git add, then we specify the name of the file that we want to add. But if you do git add dot or git add star, something like this, it's going to add all the files for you. Okay, so the one that I've been using the more is the git add dot. If you hit enter, now let's do git status and see. We can see that it has added all the files at a go. Okay, so if we are having about 100 files, it's going to add all the 100 files at a go by doing git add dot. Okay, so that is that. Now, so that now that you know how to add, now that we know how to initialize and adding and checking the status, what is the next command to use? So we can commit. Okay, after you add, you commit. Okay, so we do git commit -m. Then whenever you are committing, you need to give it a message. Okay, you need to write a message. So this is our first commit. Okay, so our first thing that we are committing, so we call it, let's keep it as simple. So let's call it initial commit. Okay, very simple. Then you hit enter. You can see that it is in a quotation. Okay, the message is in a quotation. In programming, we call it what? Strings. It's a string. Okay, so the command is very simple. Git commit -m. -m stands for the message. Okay, so the message is initial commit. This is our first commit, so we call it initial commit. Okay, now that it has been committed, let's do git status. If the working tree is clean, then we are good to go. You can see nothing to commit, working tree clean. Okay, our project has been tracked successfully. All right, so now let's go back to our commands. Okay, so if you can check from the commands, we have git init, git add file, git status, git commits. Okay, so we've been able to cover 1, 2, 3, and 4. So like I said, the remaining 3 is for the repository side. Okay, that is the git push, git pull, and git clone. So let us end this video here and come back on the next tutorial and see how we can cover the rest of the command. Thank you.